country. It sits at 450 feet tall with 34 stories, but if you include the flagpole at the top, that makes it 460 feet. Anyway, they put the building together with Alabama limestone. Now, at some point down the line, somebody had the bright idea to sandblast the limestone. Alrighty, back on River Road we go. So, on the driver's side, there's a giant white skyscraper with terracotta tiles. That was called the Old Hildegard, but now it's the Hilton. This hotel, in 1927, was the tallest skyscraper in town. And our governor, Huey P. Long, he maintained a suite on the 7th floor, and they actually, did some government stuff up there at one point. Now we're coming back to the dock. This might be a good time to gather any belongings you may have. And can we all say a quick thank you to our coach, Captain Jose, for getting us back safely? Thank you, Jose. And right now we're passing the old state capitol. It's here on the driver's side. There's free admission. It's a good spot to take pictures and hang out. It was our state capitol until 1932. And if you would please gather your belongings. If you guys had any more questions as you get off of the coach, I'm happy to answer any questions you might have. If you have any comments, concerns, hey, I'm there for you. If you'd like to contribute today to local tourism, look, I'm there for you. Or if you want to trip and fall down the stairs, hey, I'm already there. I'm going to catch you, okay? I'm here for you. Whatever you need, people. I hope you guys have a great day, and I thank you for the time. I'm glad I got the opportunity to tell you guys a little bit more.
Oxbow does harvest its sugarcane from nearby Alma, Louisiana, which is in Point Capee Parish. You may know this already, but the subdivisions of Louisiana are actually parishes, not counties. It's actually a legacy of its time as a French and Spanish colony, which were officially Roman Catholic. As you may know, that was the subunit of the church, so it made sense just to use that same terminology. As far as I know, however, it is a distinction without a difference. I don't know that parishes are really afforded any more or less autonomy than counties. First trivia question of the day: does anybody know the other state not to use counties? It is Alaska. Alaska uses boroughs. So on the driver's side, I'm sure you can see Tiger Stadium, which, as you might have guessed, is where the football team plays its home games, and actually where the New Orleans Saints played 4 of their home games in 2005 following Hurricane Katrina. It was built in 1924 and currently boasts a capacity of 102,700 or thereabouts, making it the 7th largest stadium in the world. When full, it actually becomes the 5th largest city in the state, if you will. And on a typical fall Saturday, there will be another 250,000, 250,000 people or so in and around campus, making it a very festive, albeit tightly packed environment here. Younger of the 2 bridges spanning the Mississippi. Here it is. So it was finished in 1968 and named after 3 generations of local lawmakers. It's being currently obscured by these trees. You'll get a better sight of it here. So of the over 200 bridges in the U.S. that cross the Mississippi, it is actually the tallest, at 175 feet above the main shipping channel. It is 14,150 feet in total length, with about a third of that over water, and is a stretch of I-10, Interstate 10, which is the southernmost intercontinental highway, running all the way from Santa Monica, California, to its eastern terminus in Jacksonville, about 2,460 miles. Three-point line. Okay, off to the driver's side here, you will actually see what is now the Louisiana Art and Science Museum. At one time, this was the depot and passenger station for the Yazoo and Mississippi Valley Railroad. But as I said, today it is the Louisiana Art and Science Museum, which it has been since 1971. Okay, so on the door side, you will see what really is the principal attraction of our third stop, though I understand if people don't want to get out, but this is the old state capitol. Finished in 1849. So in the 1840s, it was wisely determined that the seat of government should be moved away from the lawless debauchery of New Orleans and its many distractions to a place where politicians could really focus on the needs of their constituents and get down to work. About 30 minutes in total.
Was established by the French. So the French established this fort and they kept it for quite a while, until around 1779. And that is when the British came in and had a battle with the French, and they actually took over this fort here in 1779. Now shortly after that, the same year, the very same year, the Spanish came in and they took over the fort. So we have been under a lot of different rules here at this very spot. So in 1810, that was the year that the Baton Rouge Republic came in and took over this area, and that would have been called West Florida Republic. Now you may have heard of that. If you've been to St. Francisville, or if you were going to St. Francisville, they only stayed in rule here for 74 days. And then after those 74 days, do you know who came in? The Americans. They came in and they had a victory here, and that would have been in 1810. So in 1810, the person who came in as the commander here, as the American commander, was Zachary Taylor. Have you heard of him? Yeah, he was our 12th president. But prior to becoming our president, he was the commander right here in Baton Rouge. Now this would have been his, not this, but this is where his house would have been located. He had a little house here and he called it Buena Vista. So he built this house here, and this is where he established himself for quite a long time, right here in Baton Rouge. So this, people want to know, what is it used for now? Now these are apartments for legislators when the legislature is in session here. So the legislators that do not live here, they are welcome to stay in these apartments. So they were converted. All right, we're going to get a group photo of you and all of your friends here and share it with your excursion director. It's not required. I think the people must have been short. Yeah. Oh, yes, yes. Let's see, I think you can get through here without any troubles. Yeah. And then you will have a place to go over here too.
Oh, look at these rocking chairs, so nice.
Wouldn't you like one of these? I would. No one gave one to me.
I'll put a suggestion in.
Put a suggestion in. Put it in the suggestion box.
Yeah, good boy.
But look, here's the shutters, hurricane shutters. There's this very old building here. I hope nobody was in there. I was knocking on their window. Yeah. Hey, how you doing? Here is the Pentagon plaque talk about this. This is our new, we call it new state capitol. This state capitol was built by none other than Huey P. Long. So you have heard of him, right?
Yes.
Yes. He built this. He got a $5 million bond and was able to build this capitol in 14 months.
Wow.
So what gets built in 14 months today? Nothing really, huh? Do you think this renovation is going to take 14 months? No, a little bit longer. This is the tallest state capitol in the United States. It stands 34 stories tall, and there is an observation deck on the 27th floor. Unfortunately, we cannot go in due to the construction that's happening here. Hopefully in a year or two this will be completed. But when Huey built this, he built this during the Depression, y'all, during the Depression. So, you know what? It's a wonder he got it built, right?
Mm-hmm.
This building is made out of Alabama limestone, and it has 47 steps leading all the way up to the front door, which is made out of solid brass. Each step has the name of a state on it, and the first step is as they entered the Union. So the first step would be what? Delaware. Your state would also be on here too. So I don't know when your state entered the Union. Our state entered the Union as the 18th state. So that would be, ours would be the 18th step there. Now, who do you think this is right here? Huey P. That's Huey P. Long. And do you know what they say about Huey? That this building is a monument to himself, because he really wanted this done. He said the Owen was not big enough, not good enough, so he wanted to get this one done. So he was able to get it done. And we kind of have to be reverent here too, because guess what? He's buried right here. He is. So let's be kind. And also, he was assassinated right here in this building.
Oh no.
He was assassinated. He was 42 years old, and it was his son-in-law, not his son, a judge's son-in-law, who Huey P. was gerrymandering. So Huey was just gerrymandering this one judge right out of a job. So his son-in-law did not like that at all. So he came in here one day when Huey was in a committee meeting. Huey walked out, and his son-in-law, Dr. Carl Austin Weiss, he was a physician, and he shot Huey right there in the building. You can still see the bullet hole in it. And Huey lived one more day after that. Now, Dr. Weiss, he actually died on the scene, unfortunately. But a lot of people say, you know, Huey, they called him the Kingfish. He wanted to be president one day. So, you know what? He never made it. Now, if he had run for president, who do you think he would have run against? Think about around the 1930s. Roosevelt, you're right. So a lot of people have said, hey, you know, maybe it was some kind of conspiracy. We don't know. Now, Huey, well, we do know. We don't believe it.